Hello and welcome in, everyone. This is Amy of AJC Magic TV. I'm going live a little early today because of Good Friday, Ash Wednesday, as we start our Lenten journey, and I'm gonna be heading out. So I wanted to do just a little bit of trivia, say hello to everyone, and wish you a if you follow the Lenten season, a blessed Lent season. Um, I know some people do good deeds throughout Lent, some people give up something. So I'll probably just choose to do good deeds, sir. I don't really give up anything. But hello, Plymouth Rock. Hello, Nico the Greco. Just saying hello. We'll get started. It's going to be a quick stream. Like I said, it's Ash Wednesday, and I'll be heading out to a Ash Wednesday service. So thank you. I just got back from an Ash Wednesday Mass. Yes. So I appreciate everyone stopping in. It's a little early, I know. I know Jennifer Caruso will be live. The This and That crew will be live later. Also, Pete McDevitt shows live. Zippity Doo Doug does his coffee talk in the morning. This Our Dreams will be live over the weekend, probably tomorrow. I'll also check out Dinners with Donna and Samantha Lowe. Samantha likes doing the Broadway shows for this Broadway series. Check out Dean the Turkey Legser, Hitchhiking Bones, Dave Shurgan. Um, Also, Mike Beachman has a YouTube channel or also Instagram. So check out Mike Beachman. Also, check out the 927 with Cakes and Ken, Lily's Life. You're welcome. Lily's Life. And that's pretty much. Go check out Dean of the Light Place and Teton Mary Ellen. Teton Mary Ellen goes live usually at 7 p.m. With her variety show. So check that out. Great hockey game. Just ended. USA beat Sweden in overtime. Well, that's good because Canada almost lost too. And the Pittsburgh Penguins now have an injured Sidney Crosby here. So we'll see what happens there. But let's get started here. Uh, no, that's not what I want. We'll do this one. I should have had the cards out and I was just getting started here. So I do apologize if you're watching the replay or you come in late. I will be doing a short version of trivia. I do thank you for watching the replay. Just leave a comment down below. Let me know how many points or how many questions you got correct. Some of these might be repeats, but it's hard to tell because sometimes I think the cards, they make a couple different cards in the sets there. Okay, here we go. Shelley Long and Tom Hanks starred in this movie about an unfixable fixer-upper house. Shelley Long and Tom Hanks starred in this movie about an unfixable fixer-upper house. And we have the answer. It is Money Pit. Money Pit. So Mike Beachman was first. And then Dad Bills usually goes live also after the This and That crew. So check that out. Dad Bills and his crew. And Pete will have his late night Insomniac stream. Lately, I've turned them on and I was listening and I fall asleep or I forget to answer the questions. So because I'm tired. So check that out. As a remodeling contractor, I'm okay with money pits. Ah. Okay, the next question. Next question. What Paris cathedral suffered a ferocious fire on April 15th, 2019? Wow, that seems so long ago. What Paris cathedral suffered a ferocious fire on April 15th, 2019? But what Paris cathedral suffered a ferocious fire on April 15th, 2019? It was Notre Dame, the Cathedral of Notre Dame. So Plymouth Rock got it first. Then we had Nico the Greco and Mike Beachman. Yeah, 6 years. Yeah, it seems so long ago, though. That's weird. Yeah, I did a lot of these cards already, but we'll keep it going because it's different people in the chat here. Here we go. Next question. Next question. In 2005, he portrayed the 40-year-old virgin on screen. In 2005, he portrayed the 40-year-old virgin on screen. That's the thing. 2019, I started watching YouTube like 2017, 18. Kind of started the channel in 2018. But then when it really took off is when the This and That started their show. And then meeting Jeff and Angela of This Our Dreams and everyone else whenever I went to the Big Beverly Challenge sponsored by the This and That crew. And it brought out a lot of different people. So it's just wild. And that has a general store in Marshfield, Mass with his wife. Yeah, the answer is Steve Carell. Steve Carell. Oh, wow. Has a general store in Marshfield, Mass with his wife. So Mike Beachman got it first. Then Nico the Greco. And then Plymouth Rock. Okay, here we go. Next question. Next question. What group encourages fans to fight for your right to party? Yeah, the pup's answer too. Yes. I don't know what he's barking at. I don't know if it's because um he hears me or what. He's been real barky lately. Welcome in, Debbie Thunert. Thank you for joining. I do apologize. I had to start early because I'm going to be heading out to an Ash Wednesday service, and I just needed some time. But I also wanted to get in a night of trivia. But I might go live at another point, so keep that notification bell rung. But welcome in, Debbie Thunert. What group encourages fans to fight for your right to party? It is the Beastie Boys. The Beastie Boys. So we have Mike Beachman. Then we have Nico the Greco, Plymouth Rock, and Debbie Thunert. Good job. Good job. The M80s also, yes. Hang on. Okay. Okay, next question. Next question. Yeah, it's usually one of their ending songs or close to the end of their sets. You want to fight for your right to party. Okay, here we go. Next question. Next question. What movie franchise are Vin Diesel, Paul Walker, and Dwayne Johnson associated with? Welcome in, Tennessee Bear. Thank you for joining. Sorry, like I said to everyone, I started early because I'm going to end early because I'm going to a Ash Wednesday service. So I wanted to at least get some trivia in. I may come back later this evening. We'll see. If not, maybe another day. But thank you for joining. But what movie franchise are Vin Diesel, Paul Walker, and Dwayne Johnson associated with? Welcome in, Kevin, Theme Park Adventures. The answer is Fast and Furious. Fast and Furious. Now, actually, it's kind of my fault because I wasn't sure if I was going to go live. And then when I got home, I decided I would go live. So I didn't put up anything. So it's kind of my fault. So Mike Beachman got it first, then Tennessee Bear. Nico the Greco. Plymouth Rock. Kevin Theme Park Adventures. Debbie Thunert. So I get 10 late points, right? Okay, here we go. Next question. Next question. In the 1983 film Yentl, who faked being a boy in order to get an education? What actress? In the 1983 film Yentl, who faked being a boy in order to get an education? Welcome in, Jason Thibodeau. Thank you for joining. And I actually just went live on YouTube, so that's why the other thing probably. But in the 1983 film Yentl, who faked being a boy in order to get an education? It was Barbara Streisand. Barbara Streisand. So Mike Beachman got it first. Mike is on fire. Then Tennessee Bear. Kevin Theme Park Adventures. Debbie Thunert. Plymouth Rock. Jason Thibodeau. Nico the Greco. Took me 4 times to type with this correct spelling. I'm not surprised there. Oh, I need Nico. Okay, here we go. Next. Oh, no. Yeah, next question. With its 2007 debut, this reality show introduced us to Kim, Courtney, and Chloe. With its 2007 debut, this reality show introduced us to Kim, Courtney, and Chloe. That's true, Mike Beachman. I'll read the question again and give the answer. With its 2007 debut, This reality show introduced us to Kim, Courtney, and Khloe. It was the Keeping Up with the Kardashians or the Kardashians. So the first person was Plymouth Rock. Plymouth Rock. Then Nico the Greco. Debbie Thunert. Jason Thibodeau. Oh, guess who never watched the Kardashians? Tennessee Bear. And Kevin Theme Park Adventures. Hello, Kathy Hollister. Welcome in. Thank you for joining. Here we go. Yeah, I was gonna say you don't really meet much except the drama that they cause. But here we go. Next question. What company introduced the Game Boy console in 1989? What company introduced the Game Boy console in 1989? I know I had an original Game Boy. I had a bunch of I also had the Sega Genesis handheld game. Welcome in, Curtis family. Yes, you're winning, Chris. I knew I had two choices and I picked the wrong one. But yeah, I had the one that Sega Genesis had too. And that was a good one too. I had pretty much all the systems at one point back then. But what company introduced the Game Boy console in 1989? It was Nintendo. Nintendo. So we had Plymouth Rock first. Then we had Nico the Greco. Jason Thibodeau. Then Kathy. Hello, Kathy Hollister. And that's it. Welcome in, Mandy Mary. Welcome in. Okay, that's all the Nintendo answers. Good job, everyone. Good job. Maybe tonight I'll try to get them all wrong. I'm off to a pretty strong start. Okay, here we go. Next question. In what series did FBI agents Scully and Mulder investigate unsolved cases of paranormal activity? And what series did FBI agents Scully and Mulder investigate unsolved cases of paranormal activity? I worked in a video store that sold memorabilia and stuff, so it was pretty hot then. Hello, Dave Strigan. No problem, Dave. Thank you for dropping in. But in what series did FBI agents Scully and Mulder investigate unsolved cases of paranormal activity? The X-Files. The X-Files. So we had Tennessee Bear first. Then we had Mike Beachman. Mandy Mary. Then Nico the Greco. Plymouth Rock. Debbie Thunert. Jason Thibodeau. Kevin Theme Park Adventures. John Stamos. Oops, I messed up my string of misses. Yes, because you got first there, Tennessee Bear. Okay, next question. Good job, everyone. Here we go. Next question. On this cartoon series, Hank Hill sold propane and propane accessories. On this cartoon series, Hank Hill sold propane and propane accessories. Uh, Welcome in, Tiki Man fan. Here we go. Next question, or the answer. On this cartoon series, Hank Hill sold propane and propane accessories. King of the Hill. King of the Hill. Family Guy's a good answer, but it's the other one, King of the Hill. So Mandy Mary gets it first. Then we have Mike Beachman, Nico the Greco, Jason Thibodeau. Welcome in, Tiki Man fan. You get a point. Plymouth Rock, Debbie Thunert, Kevin Theme Park Adventures. Hello, John. No problem. Hope you resubscribed. But welcome in, John Surfbum. And that's it for King of the Hill. So welcome in, everyone. I'm Amy of AJC Magic TV. And I jumped on a little early because it is Ash Wednesday and I'll be heading out for an Ash Wednesday service. So I decided to go a little early and we'll end a little early. But keep that notification bell rung. You never know when I might go live. But make sure you check out Tea Time Mary Ellen if she's going live at 7 p.m. Also, check out the This and That crew. Jennifer Caruso's live. Pete McDevitt show will be live. Dad Builds will be live. This Our Dreams will be live tomorrow, usually on Thursdays, and then over the weekend. But I don't know because it's the Winter Garden Music Festival this coming weekend. So they may be on the down low unless they go early in the morning and show around. But nothing really starts till the evening. But that's a pretty big event. Check out Dean of the Live Place, theliveplace.com. Check out Samantha Lowe, Dinners with Donna, Dean the Turkey Legster, Mike Beachman. So check everybody out there. But here we go. Next question. Next question. And check out Lily's life and Mandy Mary. Lily's life. Check out Lily's life. Here we and Zippity Doo Dog with his coffee talks in the morning. Here we go. Who is the half Filipino dynamo that sings Uptown Funk, 24 Magic, and Versace on the Floor? Who is the half Filipino dynamo that sings Uptown Funk, 24 Magic, and Versace on the Floor? And I believe he's going on tour this summer because he's coming to Pittsburgh towards the end of the summer. Can I phone a friend? Hey, whatever. But who is the half Filipino dynamo that sings Uptown Funk, 24 Magic, and Versace on the Floor? Bruno Mars. Bruno Mars. So Mike Beachman gets it first. Then we have Mandy Mary, Nico the Greco, Tiki Man fan, John Surfbum, Bruno Mars for Kevin Theme Park Adventures, Debbie Thunert, Kathy Hollister got on the board, Jason Thibodeau. He's very happy. I should know that. I danced it at my daughter's wedding. So, yes, two Tims. Two Tims tonight in chat. Here we go. This SNL cast member and one of the original not ready for primetime players died tragically in 1982. That's three Tims. Yes, I forgot Tiki Man fan was in here, and you and Tennessee Bear. So a point for everyone for three Tims. This SNL cast member and one of the original not ready for primetime players died tragically in 1982. 1982. Wow. I'll read the question again and give the answer. This SNL cast member and one of the original not ready for primetime players died tragically in 1982. It was John Belushi. John Belushi. So we had Plymouth Rock first. Nico the Greco. Tiki Man fan. Kathy Hollister. Surf Bum. Kevin Theme Park Adventures. Debbie Thunert. Tennessee Bear. Mandy Mary. Jason Thibodeau. Buried on Martha's Vineyard. Oh, wow. Did not know that. Gilda dies later in 89. Yes. Okay, here we go. Next question. Next question. The Da Vinci Code in 2006 and Angels and Demons in 2009 were based on novels written by this author. The Da Vinci Code in 2006 and Angels and Demons in 2009 were based on novels written by this author. I'll read the question again and give the answer. The Da Vinci Code in 2006 and Angels and Demons in 2009 were based on novels written by this author, Dan Brown. Dan Brown. So we had Tennessee Bear first. Then Mandy Mary. Tiki Man fan. Welcome in Cakes 2112. Then we had Kevin Theme Park Adventures. Jason Thibodeau. Plymouth Rock. Debbie Thunert. Nico the Greco. There you go. Good job, everyone. Good job. Okay, here we go. Next question. Next question. In 2015, Bubba Watson purchased the Dukes of Hazzard's car. What sport does Watson play? In 2015, Bubba Watson purchased the Dukes of Hazzard's car. What sport does Watson play? That was a sports question for you, Surf Bum. I'll read the question again and then give the answer. In 2015, Bubba Watson purchased the Dukes of Hazzard's car. What sport does Watson play? It is golf. It is golf. So Nico the Greco is first. Then Plymouth Rock, race car driver. Debbie Thunert, Kevin Theme Park Adventures, Cakes, Mandy Mary, car buying, Jason Thibodeau, Surf Bomb. I hope you got that one, John. Good job. It was golf. My phone is delaying 15 seconds. Need a new phone. Yeah, it can be pretty brutal there, car buying. Okay, here we go. Next question. On The Muppet Show, what recurring sketch included a ship called the Swine Trek? On The Muppet Show, what recurring sketch included a ship called the Swine Trek? I'll read the question again and give the answer. On The Muppet Show, what recurring sketch included a ship called the Swine Trek? Pigs in Space. Pigs in Space. So Tiki Man fan is first. Then we had Tennessee Bear. Oh no, Pigs in Space. Mike Beachman. Then Kevin Theme Park Adventures. Mandy Mary. Cakes 2112. Plymouth Rock. Nico the Greco. Getting a 7 Pro Max next month. Cool. Jason Thibodeau. Or PIGS in Space. Yes. Okay, here we go. Next question. Rob Thomas and this group had a mega hit with Smooth in 1999. Rob Thomas and this group had a mega hit with Smooth in 1999. But Rob Thomas and this group had a mega hit with Smooth in 1999. It was Santana. Santana. So Nico the Greco got it. And then it looks like Surf Bum. But Santana. Oops, Matchbox Dan. Yes, it was with Carlos Santana. Yes. It was not MB20, it was just Rob Thomas doing a duo on Carlos's album. Okay. Always like Santana. Okay, here we go. Next question. On what children's cartoon do Bob the Cucumber and Larry the Tomato teach about honesty, kindness, and forgiveness? I know it was pretty hot back then, but on what children's cartoon do Bob the Cucumber, Larry the Tomato teach about honesty, kindness, and forgiveness? I'm going to read it again and give the answer. On what children's cartoon do Bob the Cucumber, Larry the Tomato teach about honesty and kindness and forgiveness? It is Veggie Tales. Veggie Tales. It was pretty hot back there in the 90s. But Veggie Tales. So Tennessee Bear gets it first. Then Cakes 2112. Nico the Greco. Mandy Mary. Debbie Thunert. Kathy Hollister. Gregory's favorite. Hello, Heather Springer. Thank you for joining. Jason Thibodeau. Mr. Robertson's neighborhood. Personally, I never met a tomato I trusted. Just saying. Welcome in Heather Springer and Gregory. Double bunny ears, Gregory. Okay, here we go. Next question. Next question. What SNL alum gives voice to a green ogre named Shrek? Yes. Okay, I did see that. Yes. Heather Springer. But what SNL alum gives voice to a green ogre named Shrek? I'll give the answer. What SNL alum gives voice to a green ogre named Shrek? Mike Myers. Mike Myers. So Cakes gets it first. Then Mandy Mary. Nico the Greco. Tiki Man fan. Where'd it go? There we go. Tennessee Bear. Jason Thibodeau. Plymouth Rock. Debbie Thunert. Kevin Theme Park Adventures. I saw Surf Bum. "15 seconds behind." Yes, make sure your live button is red, or come in and come back out, or go out and come back in, because sometimes that'll help get you caught up. But I know I used to get frustrated years ago playing trivia against Mouse Talk, and that's how I got to know all them, because friends of theirs did a trivia show every Sunday night, and then they did Jeopardy with the top 3 winners from each week, and it was pretty fun. And it would get frustrating trying to get in there, and I would refresh and stuff. Okay, a couple more questions before we end the stream this evening. Okay, here we go. In this 2000 sitcom, Bryan Cranston and Jane Kaczmarek were the parents of Frankie Muniz and his two brothers. In this 2000 sitcom, Bryan Cranston and Jane Kaczmarek were the parents of Frankie Muniz and his two brothers. I'll see if anyone else answers the question. I'm going to read the question again. It is, in this 2000s sitcom, Bryan Cranston and Jane Kaczmarek were the parents of Frankie Muniz and his two brothers. It was Malcolm in the Middle. Malcolm in the Middle. Yeah, it's hard to type. So Nico the Greco got it first. Then Cakes 2112. Tiki Man Fan. Mandy Mary. Surf Bum. Tennessee Bear. Jason Thibodeau. Debbie Thunert. And Kevin Theme Park Adventures. Good job, everyone. Okay, here we go. Next question. This former One Direction member has a large butterfly tattooed on his chest. This former One Direction member has a large butterfly tattooed on his chest. Don't care, John Stamos. Me, but how did anyone know? Lots of different answers. Definitely John Stamos. But this former One Direction member has a large butterfly tattoo on his chest. It was Harry Styles. Harry Styles. And Jason Thibodeau is the big winner on that one. He's the only one that got it with Harry Styles. I'm going to pick one good question for our final answer. Way to go, Jason. I put it in. I probably missed you. Yes, I see it now. I missed you. Thank you, Mike. You're welcome. Sometimes the chat just gets going. But our final question of the night. What kind of girl are you if you say such things as barf out or gag me with a spoon? What kind of girl are you if you say such things as barf out or gag me with a spoon? Welcome in, Tea Time Mary Ellen. Yes, I had started a little early because I am leaving to go to a Ash Wednesday service. So that's one of the reasons why I am ending. We started a little bit early, so I do apologize, but next week should be a regular show, hopefully. But welcome in, Tea Time Mary Ellen. What kind of girl are you if you say such things as barf out or gag me with a spoon? It is Valley Girl. Valley Girl. So Mike Beachman got it first. I'll do one more question since Tea Time Mary Ellen came in. But Mike Beachman, then Surf Bum, Tennessee Bear, Cakes, Tea Time Mary Ellen, Mandy Mary, Tiki Man Fan, Kevin Theme Park Adventures, Debbie Thunert, Nico the Greco, a crazy one. I'll do a YouTube question. A YouTube question. Gotta think up of one real quick. A YouTube question. Not everybody would answer, but here we go. What live streamer loves turkey legs? What live streamer loves turkey legs? But what live streamer loves turkey legs? And we have the answer. What live streamer loves turkey legs? And he usually goes live, sometimes in the morning at the park, sometimes at home in the evening. So check out him. It is Dean the Turkey Legster. Dean the Turkey Legster. So we have Jason Thibodeau coming in first. Then Kathy Hollister. Heather Springer. Tennessee Bear. Mandy Mary. Nico the Greco. Tea Time Mary Ellen. Debbie Thunert. Kevin Theme Park Adventures. Surf Bomb John. Ryan Rowe. I believe that's Ryan Rowe. But welcome in, Ryan. Or is it Dean of the Live Plays? It is Dean the Turkey Legster. Dean the Turkey Legster. Okay, I'm going to add up the points, see who our big winner is this evening. I do thank everyone for joining. If you're watching the replay, leave a comment down below and let me know that you were here. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. Hit the subscribe button if you are interested in other live streams and videos. So check out all that and let's see who won. Okay, our big winner this evening must not have come up. Oh, your answer, you mean, Plymouth Rock? Sorry, I will give you the points. But our big winner this evening is Nico the Greco with 41 points. 41 points for Nico the Greco. Second place is Mike Beachman at 33 points. Plymouth Rock at 30 points. Then we had Tennessee Bear, 23 points. Debbie Thuner, 20 points. Kevin Theme Park Adventures, 18 points. 20 points for Jason Thibodeau. 21 points for Mandy Mary. Tiki Man Fan, 15 points. Kathy Hollister, 6 points. 10 points for Surf Bum John. Cakes 2112 is 12 points. Heather Springer, 4 points. Tea Time Mary Ellen, 3 points. And Ryan Rowe, 3 points. So congratulations, Nico, Mike, and Plymouth Rock. Thank you all for joining this evening. I hope you enjoyed the stream. And I do appreciate you all stopping in. And keep that live notification bell rung. You never know when I'm live. And I may go live later this evening. We'll see. But have a great night, everyone. Have a great week. And we will see you all in the chat. So have a great night and let the adventures begin. Bye, everyone. And we'll see you later. Bye.